says that all the time.
It always makes me think of summer camp.
I know, right? Have you ever been to summer camp?
I loved summer camp. I was living my best life at summer camp.
Where did you go to summer camp?
I went on Lake Champlain. It was called Camp Dudley. I was camper number 14762. I still remember my number. I worked there. I was a counselor. I channeled there. It's in my first book.
Are you serious?
I loved camp.
Oh my! And how long did you go for?
I went probably for like 5 years, maybe 6.
No. During the summer, like was it?
Oh, during the summer, I'd go for 4 weeks, and then maybe the last couple of years, I went for 8 weeks.
Wow. See, I pretty much grew up in summer camp. I was 4 years old.
4?
I was 4 years old, and parents would send you away for 8 weeks.
Wow, at 4? Does that come up in therapy?
No! And you'd go away. I mean, it was very, very common. And you grew up in summer camp.
Wow.
And, lucky me, my mother was the director.
Right. Oh, well, that's different. That's totally different.
What camp was it? Like my bunk mates, like we were all really, really young.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We were young. Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
I know. I absolutely love camp. Well, that's why I do what I do, because it's like camp to me.
100%. I agree.
Retreat is like camp.
Yeah.
So you all just dropped into the middle of our conversation. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Elias. Look at the comments. It's Elias. Hi, Elias. And it's Ellen. If you're here, go ahead and give us a shout. Oh, Juliana's here too. Hi,
Juliana.
So this is our first time ever that we are live on Instagram as well.
Are you?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do Instagram. So
I have to. You have to teach me, because I have to figure it out too.
Yeah, it wasn't that difficult. At least, let's see if it wasn't.
I was just going to say, now I want to look. Let's all look.
I'm going to the CYL page.
Okay.
There's Bill Maher. Okay, let me turn down Bill Maher. Hold on. Is live right now on Instagram also. Where's Celebrate Your Life? Okay, let me go to Celebrate Your Life. There it is. Celebrate Your Life events. And I don't see it.
I don't see it either. That's what happened to me the other day. I tried to do it too, and it didn't work either.
What did I do wrong? I don't know. Elias, would you check the CYL page and see if I'm on there? I must have done something.
Thanks, Juliana.
Incorrect. What was that about? Oh, well, we're not live on Instagram, but we're live here on all different platforms.
Our intention is to be live on Instagram.
Oh, it says that I'm on Instagram. I've got a little check mark next to it. It would be on the Celebrate Your Life page. You don't see it either.
I don't. Hi, Michelle.
Hello, Liz, Elias, and Dougal. Michelle Buckley. All right. If anybody sees us live there, let us know if we're live on Instagram. And there's Vinci. Hi, everybody.
Vinci.
This is so much fun. And I'm on Facebook. I know that. But I'm wondering if I'm on the Celebrate Your Life events page on Instagram. So, Elias, go I Spy. See if you can find us. Anyway, we're here today with the fabulous, with the amazing, with the doggy daddy.
Oh.
And best-selling author of Your Life in Color, Dougal Fraser. You're here. Dougal Fraser. So, Dougal, let's talk a little bit. Let's chat about, so tell us just a little bit about what you've been up to and what's on your mind and in your heart these days. How's that?
Oh, God. What have I been up to? Well, this fall, I had my Oracle deck come out that I made with the amazing Radley Valentine, Angels and Auras, the Oracle, which I'm loving, loving, loving. So it's an exploration of angel medicine and energy and using color and energy to change your life. And it's been super, super fun to do that. I don't know, just teaching, got back from vacation, trying to live a balanced life as much as possible.
Trying to live a balanced life.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us when you're trying to live a balanced life, what kind of things? Because I don't know about you, but I get so out of whack with work and play.
Yeah.
How about anybody out there? Anybody feel like how about life, work, and I'm going to say self-care, but what I really mean is exercise.
Yeah.
If we're going to get specific. Anyone else out there, all of our people watching, how do you feel about your life, work, exercise, self-care balance?
Well, I think it's common for people in the spiritual and self-help community to operate out of extremes, We're either wide open and helping everybody and giving all of our energy to others and the people that we love and the things that we care about, or then we completely shut down and we retreat and we can't function. And we tend to be very polarized people. So for sensitive people, for people that care too much in the best possible way, balance is not necessarily something that comes supernaturally to us. So it's something that I'm constantly looking at in my life. And also I've learned to sort of give myself permission that balance is ever changing. What was balanced for me, what a balanced day for me 5 years ago is not necessarily a balanced day for me in this present time. So it's always changing and evolving.
Absolutely. And Krista, hello, Krista. I know I love this topic. I absolutely love this topic. All right. So what are some tips and things that you do when you're finding yourself getting out of whack, right? When you're finding yourself just splatting, you're not able to get your balance back. How do you begin that process? How do you get yourself back there again?
Well, the first thing that's really important before you even get back there is it's noticing the signs that you're getting close to burnout. What we don't want is for the physical body to manifest some excuse or reason to get you to stop, to get you to slow down, and get you to re-examine how you're living your life. So I try to pay attention to certain things that begin to manifest in my life. And I notice that some of these signs are symptoms that other people have as well. One of them is a little bit spooky, and I don't like to sort of fess up to it, but a lot of people I find when I bring it up can relate to this.
Okay.
So if you've ever been driving in your car, and I'm 100% guilty of this, so if you ever see me driving in my car, you might want to back away or like be as slow as possible.
Back away,
right? But you're in your car, you realize you've been driving for maybe 5 minutes, and you have not paid attention to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So did I stop at that stop sign? Did I go through the traffic light? Was it a red light? Was it green light? You have no idea. Now, chances are you were on automatic pilot and you did everything that you were supposed to do. But that dissociative effect, the fact that you were not conscious of what you were going through and what you were doing, that can happen to me while I'm cooking. That can happen to me while I'm reading a book. I was reading a book and I didn't absorb any of the information. That dissociated feeling is a sign that you are overstimulated and out of balance in some way. So we want to note that, like, oh, I'm not integrated. I'm not fully present. Something's going on. We want to notice that before the accident, knock on wood, all of the things. We don't want those things to happen. Or before you really miss an appointment or make a mistake. When we start getting to that point, it's the universe literally screaming at you, you are out of balance right now. You need to be cautious of that. Yeah. So when I start noticing that kind of energy manifesting in my life, I have to pull back and take a bird's eye view and ask myself, what is the area of life? What is the category of life right now that is either overwhelming me or taking up too much of my time?
And what is that usually?
It depends. I mean, like, for example, I thought this was interesting. I was just on vacation less than 2 weeks ago. And towards the end of the vacation, I started to get a little bit bored. But that actually brings wisdom to me. One of the reasons that you get bored, if anybody can relate to this sounds very like indulgent.
And it wasn't a long vacation.
It was not. It was 5 days.
You're only talking a week. You got bored on a week-long vacation.
Exactly. Okay. And even less than that, it was like 6 nights. But one of the reasons we get bored on vacation or when you're taking time off is because it's another polarization. You're only focused on doing nothing. Do you see what I mean? That's not a balanced day. You're just relaxing. You're just enjoying yourself. It's one category of life that's getting all of the attention. Same thing if it's just your career. If you're just focused on your career, you're completely out of balance. Why do parents experience empty nest syndrome? If parents are so focused on their children, if the couple is so focused on their children, it's the only thing that they have together. Once the child leaves the nest, which we want them to do, you want your child to thrive, you want them to be independent, then the couple looks at each other and they're like, who are you? Like, I don't know you anymore, because they were so focused on that. So anything you're too focused on, your spiritual practice, spicy topic. If you're too focused on your spiritual practice, you can seem spacey, out of body, a little bit disconnected. I mean, I spend a lot of my day doing healing work, so I'm out of my body. But if that's all I do, it's out of balance.
Yes.
So balance to me is about an equal distribution of energy to all of the categories of life that bring you joy. That's the ultimate goal.
Wow, and you never think about, oh, am I paying too much attention to relaxing, or am I paying too much attention of my time to my spiritual practice? Because if we're paying too much attention to anything, the other areas of our life become so unbalanced, right?
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about food. My favorite topic.
Oh,
I'm going to change this. In the past, Liz Dawn, I have had food issues in the past.
hello.
And so I can get hyper focused on food. And I can go through periods of time where clean eating is like almost obsessive for me, but that's not a balanced approach to food. Anytime in my life I've done an elimination diet, oh, you can't. If I've been vegan, I've done the raw food diet. I've done the. Do you remember the cabbage soup diet? Talk about wanting to back away from me. Not a good idea to do the cabbage soup diet is for people that live alone. Just FYI, small disclaimer. It's
Yes.
not, but I can become, that's not balanced, right? A
Right.
balanced approach to food is that we eat a little bit of everything. It's not obsessive, it's not controlling, it's not
Right.
laser focused.
Oh,
So it can be anything. It can be your finances, not spending enough or spending too much out of balance. So what we're looking at here is, why is it that sensitive people, intuitive people, people that are genuinely curious about self-growth, tend to live lives where they're out of balance? And I don't even think we know it, because we think we're doing the right thing, but we sort of feel on edge, or it feels overwhelming, or more importantly, it's not sustainable. A balanced day is sustainable. It's not a sprint. It's not lethargic. It's just a comfortable stride that's different for everybody.
and so what do you, so when you notice it, so noticing is step number one, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So to really, really notice you're out of balance. Like,
yeah.
my body gives me signals. Like,
Me too.
I wait until I'm in pain.
Do you?
Yes, it's terrible.
Really? I
Yes.
think a lot women have very high thresholds for pain. I
Oh,
think
yes,
that's,
we do, because our bodies work differently than men's, and
yeah,
so we
yeah.
put up with a lot of pain,
So give me an example. What's a big example of you really ignoring body pain where your body got your attention?
Oh my goodness. Well, my
Yeah,
joints have been hurting like crazy because I
right.
haven't been doing my yoga, haven't been doing my exercise. Yeah, exactly. Ellen, good thing Jeff can help with that.
Right, right, right. You're blessed in that way.
He's such an amazing exercise dude. I mean, he's on the mountain 3 times a week at least, and then
Wow.
at the gym, he's a mountain biker. So, but I noticed that several years ago, I slowed down with my exercise. And I can tell you, during COVID, it
Mm,
deeply affected my body,
me too.
with the joints, bottoms of my feet, all those like stupid little shit things.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, little shit things that we hear a lot of women, especially around my age category and menopause, say, all right, this has been happening to me, but there are ways to mitigate that. There's diet, there's exercise, I mean, I'm not talking about the pounding aerobics anymore,
Right. That's
right?
the thing. Our body goes to an extreme where it's like, oh, well, I should do a triathlon. No, it's really small adjustments. It's these baby steps that bring us joy and balance and peace. But I don't know, maybe I'm just an intense person where it's like, if I'm gonna, stretch more, it's got to be 10 hours a day. And that,
No!
and then in 10 days, I don't want to stretch ever again.
Right. It's very compulsive behavior. Any of you out there watching, do you do the same thing where you
Yeah.
go for all or nothing? Like, where all of a sudden it's like, I have to exercise, and you're
Yeah.
out there like hitting the gym, and you're doing this, and you're up at 5 in the morning, which
Right.
is insane. I don't know how people do that. I think that's a little nuts.
Never gonna eat sugar again.
The sunshine isn't even up yet. Why should I
Right.
be up at 5 in the morning? So, yeah. So Ellen, you get it. When your body responds, okay, here we go. I'm going to post this. So Ellen said, yeah, my body responded when you mentioned not keep up with the yoga practice. Ding, ding, ding. And it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be like this practice. It can
Right.
be as simple as, so what I've been doing is I've been now leaving my desk at 5 o'clock. I'm in my office right now. So I leave my office, I go home, and it's beautiful weather out. We're super lucky right now. And so I put my gym clothes on and I go out for a really long walk. I'll go
Yeah.
out for 45 minutes to an hour, which is long for me. Okay.
That's a great walk.
But what I do to keep myself out is I download an audiobook.
Ooh.
I am having so much fun. I'm having so much fun because now I'm into novels. I've read all the self-help books. I've listened to everybody. I'm like, I want something fun to listen to.
Wait, can we talk about that for just a second? So clients come to me all the time and they'll talk about being out of balance, and they'll talk about how what I interpret as a little bit of rigid self-practice, that they read spiritual books, they listen to spiritual podcasts, they go to retreats, which all of these things I admire and I think are
Going to the
fantastic.
retreats is the number one thing you should do.
Right. But then I also say, at the retreat, what are you reading? Well, I'm reading my self-help book at the retreat. And I'm listening to this. When is the last time you read a piece of fiction? When is the last time you read purely for pleasure? I'm shocked how often people are like, I haven't read a novel or a book. And reading for pleasure is really helpful for balance. And again, it's not only novels and fiction. It's a little mix of everything. But we become so rigid with these things. If your energy is focused on only one category or a narrow specific aspect of your life, it will throw you off center. That's really
well. What's been super fun lately is that I have my friend Michelle loves reading. Like she could read all day, every day. And so she's been sending me suggestions. So I've been reading fiction. I've been reading novels and listening to them.
Love it. What are you listening to right now?
Well, I just ended the Manatee Bay series.
Oh, was it good?
It was a little complicated. She's a very complicated writer.
Okay.
But I've also listened to Radar Girls, and I like period pieces.
Nice.
Not period of in that time, but I like 1940s, 1930s, that type of thing.
Love.
And I just picked up Kristen Hanna's book, The Women.
I don't know. Is it good?
Oh, there's 40,000 5-star rating on it on Amazon. 40,000.
Wow.
The Women by Kristen Hanna. And I just started it last night. And I'm like, oh, I read too much because I read like 80, 90 pages.
So let's talk about this from an aura perspective. The reason you're smiling and so excited right now is because different aspects of your soul and your being are being stimulated. So if it's just work, your energy feels lethargic, it feels heavy. If you were just reading and just focusing on books, you would seem distant and like someone couldn't connect with you. When we talk about these different categories of life, you become like mosaic tile, like you're interesting, it's integrated, you sparkle, you radiate. That's the whole point. That's what brings us into that sense of balance. I've got work stuff going on, I've got relationship, I'm exercising, all that stuff is what makes us feel good.
Yes, more of that, please.
Yes, exactly.
More of that, please.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to share something with everyone. We are doing, and I don't know if you want to introduce it or if you want me to introduce it, but DOUGALL has put together a free online class. Okay. And that's the key. It's a wonderful free online class on Tuesday, March 26th. It'll take place on Zoom. It'll be recorded. So if you can't make it in person, we'll send you the link, but you do need to sign up for it. There's the URL. I put it across the screen. It's dougal.celebrateyourlife.com. And you can't put the www, don't put the www in front of it. Just do dougal.celebrateyourlife.com. And it's going to be a wonderful class all about illuminating your pathway, all about talking about creating your perfect day, creating more balance in your life. Do you want to share a little bit more about it, DOUGALL?
Well, we're also doing my favorite thing, which is the self-assessment test or a little quiz, which I love to do, or exercise, because, we start the year with high hopes. Everyone's got their vision that they want to create. We typically step into January with that polarized perspective of running until we become exhausted. So my intention for part of this event is I want to step back, pause for a moment in your life and do an assessment. Let's see where you are with your balance. So I'm going to lead you through an exercise. When you attend, you're going to want to have a pad and a piece of paper. I'm a big believer in pen and paper is really important, not on your computer, just because it grounds you. But we're going to do a little self-assessment of where you are in your balance, because balance is different for every single person. And then once we figure out where you are, I'm going to give you tips on how to bring more balance into your life, because, I'm in the world of woo, right? So everything for me is about my intuition. And it's not necessarily that you become more intuitive from balance, because I know highly intuitive people who aren't that balanced, but you will not become depleted. When I first started doing this work, I was completely out of balance. I was overweight. I was in debt. I wasn't happy. I didn't have any friends because I didn't have the tools to manage my energy. I was a great psychic. I was super intuitive. My readings were fantastic, but my personal life was completely falling apart. It was when I started focusing on balance and how to manage the energy that other aspects of my life came into play, and things got really brilliant and radiant and wonderful. So balance isn't necessarily going to make your intuition sharper. Balance is going to make it so that you're not depleted, so that you aren't overwhelmed emotionally and energetically, and so that other aspects of your life can still thrive.
I'm so excited about this. I want to do that assessment.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I love, you give me any quiz. What's my personality type?
Oh, I love those things.
I love that stuff.
And it's totally free, you guys. This is a totally free class that this has been on Dougal's mind, in his heart, and he's going to be sharing it with everyone. I'm really excited about it because we're helping to put this together, and we've got a lot of people signed up already.
We do have a lot of people signed up, but that's always interesting. It's like you take the temperature of the water of like the topic, and so far people seem really excited about it. And they'll be doing readings and coaching, of course, and connecting with people on that way.
Reading. You want to pull a card for today for everybody here?
Sure. Yeah.
You guys get a card. We're going to do a reading.
Hold on.
And anyone who's not here doesn't get it. No, I'm just kidding.
I just got
if you're watching the recording, which I'm sure you will. Yeah.
Okay. So this is an interesting one. This is card number 39, which is spiritual adventure. The most interesting part of this is at the top. If you're not familiar with the deck, we do a color activation. So there's a little diamond here of orange and green. So orange is in essence the color of balance. Green, though, light green in particular, is about life. It's about vibrancy. So spiritual adventure. A lot of spiritual people live in controlled environments. That makes us feel safe. Adventure is about having fun, trying a new restaurant, going to a new movie, reading a different kind of book, traveling with your friends, knowing that you're guided to do that. The words on the cards are travel, education, experience, and inspiration. If you're watching this video, either live or on the replay, you want to ask yourself, when is the last time I gave myself permission to have adventure? Remember, intuitive people drawn to self-help, I say collective we, tend to be a little bit on the controlling side. Yeah. So adventure is about letting go, having a new experience, drive home differently from work, have a different lunch, do something exciting. You deserve it.
So what is adventure for you? And I'd love to hear if you put in the comment, what is an adventure for each one of you, whether it's just whatever it is. So
adventure for me is travel. I love to travel. Okay. I love to, and here's the funny part. I'm an introvert. I'm a highly anxious person. So travel also triggers me to no end. But being somewhere different and sitting in a cafe and listening to people talk and being in a different culture and, different smells and music and language. And I love that stuff. So I'm blessed to do that with work. I'm blessed to do that in my free time. Even on YouTube, I watch travel videos. I like to read books about different places. Travel and different energies and people bring me joy. What about you?
Well, it's interesting because I want to travel, but I'm super afraid of it.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of working on that. And it's funny, I've got a lot of travel coming up. And
as she takes a breath.
I was like, I'm really nervous because I'm going to be traveling. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that's necessarily, it's scary for me. And yet I want to do it. Does that make sense?
But let's talk about adventure.
I love kayaking. Adventure for me is like kayaking.
And adventure should make your body wake up. Adventure isn't, sleep and peace and relaxation. Adventure is stimulation. It's movement of energy. So it should sort of make us wake up a little bit. Let's go to Hawaii. I agree with BJ.
Come to Hawaii.
I agree.
And I love what Ellen says. Ellen is saying, where's Ellen? She's saying, "Oops, I am here, but family talking." Okay, so that wasn't the one that I wanted to click on. Here we go. Ellen says, "Adventures travel, going on a cruise next week. Also connecting with the CYL family. The celebrating my family. Yay!" I love that. And this is also what Elias says. Same here. Travel is adventure for me as well. People watching, observing.
Yeah, I love that.
Love it. I love it. So what about in your daily life though? Because isn't it nice to have adventures just
Yeah. So if you're doing it in your
You don't
daily
have the
life,
time to travel, and when you wake up tomorrow, you say, "I want a little adventure." What does that look like?
bring it to your home. If you want to go to Thailand, get a cookbook on Thai food and make an entire dinner of Thai food and turn on YouTube and turn on Thai music. Or if you want to go to Italy, make pasta and, bring it to your home, watch videos, read books, listen to things that immerse you in the experience, try something new. I'm amazed how many spiritual and self-help people get so stuck in their routine, but don't routine,
Routine.
routine, but they don't try something new. Keep in mind, I'm including myself in that conversation. I notice that I become rigid and I need to try something new. In your body, Liz, I'm going to nerd out here. If you exercise and do the same thing over and over and over again, your body stops responding. Your soul is the same way. If you do the same thing over and over again, your soul stops responding. So we need to change the energy up, try something new, bring in a sense of adventure to raise your vibration and ultimately have more balance.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
You heard it here first with Dougal Fraser, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
Oh, Vincey, that's beautiful. Okay, wait a second. Vincey, it's really funny. I'm not a garden person, but I have to tell you, I've been planting some plants and I look at them every day.
Yeah.
Like, do they have flowers on them? It's beautiful. I get such joy.
I agree with Vincey. I have to check myself on my patience with flowers and planting because I want it to be immediate. But when they start to grow, when you're patient and watch it, it's such a beautiful thing. And it's so grounding. So grounding.
Fertilizer on it. And I'm like, are they growing yet?
Exactly. Instant gratification. Anyone?
Is it tomatoes yet?
Right, exactly.
All right, you guys, thank you so much
Thanks for joining us
today. Yeah, and make sure and check out and come to the free. It's free. It's totally free.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the comments again.
And if you can't make it live, if you're in a part of the world where it's a challenging time for you, we're people pleasers, so we'll send you a replay.
We're people pleasers.
Yeah.
Definitely. So there's the link. Go to the link. Totally complimentary. It's our gift to you.
Yeah.
Dougal's gift to you.
Yeah, our gift. Yeah.
And it's going to be on March 26th at 5 p.m.
Yay.
And we're going to record it. So if you sign up and you don't make it in person, we'll send you a link to the replay.
Right.
All right. Okay, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Good to talk to you, Liz.
Thank you so much for being here.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.